Welcome to Inspiring IT Leaders, where we feature top technology leaders and those amazing expressions they use to communicate, to teach, and to inspire. I'm Dan Roberts, your host of this series of 5-minute, high-impact micro videos. I am beyond excited to shine the light on the top digital and business leaders who are standout communicators. In this episode, we shine the light once again on Eduard de Vries, who teaches me something every time I talk with him. Thank you once again, Eduard, for your passion for paying it forward and sharing many inspiring IT leaders nuggets as part of this video series. Let's listen in to Eduard once again.
This SMS business is about people. At the end of the day, it's about connecting. If you think about it, we all, as IT leaders, buy a lot of services and goods. I never buy from a company. I buy from a human. I build a connection. When we figure out a strategy and where do we want to make our investments as Axia Women's Health, we talk with the board. The board is not an entity, it's a collection of people, and I have a relationship with each of them one-on-one. When I talk to my IT leaders and we talk about where do we need to grow, where do we need to focus, I tend to say two things. The first one is get out in the field. Go see where our business is happening. Go into our clinics, talk to our physicians, talk to our nurses and medical assistants. For two reasons. The first one is you really build this picture, this understanding why we do what we do. But secondly, you build relationships with them. And then next time you have a great idea, I can pick up the phone right now and call 20 or 30 different doctors and say, do you think this is a good idea? And often they'll say, no, that's not a good idea. But once in a while, you just hit gold. But you can't determine when you hit gold if you don't have the relationships. Additionally, I would say if I look back at my career, what was most insightful? It was actually being in the field, talking to my business leaders, because we have a technology background. We understand technology. If we understand the business, we're going to see value opportunities other people don't see. So go out there, network with your fellow CIOs and IT leaders to learn what they're doing well. Network with your business leaders to see what are the problems they're facing and how can you help. And then also talk with your vendors because they're going to give you more opportunities to solve problems. The one thing you shouldn't do is go into the field and talk about the technical solution. This is about solving a business problem. And why is the business problem? Because it affects people. Because at the end of the day, my physicians are my key customers. They're people who just want to take care of other people. None of them want to do something complicated in an EMR or other things or in an app. No, they want to take care of patients. And my IT staff, including me, I just want to take care of my physicians so they can take care of patients. It's all about people.
You know, I love these different angles that you're talking about. You know, I always like to say, in fact, I'm going to do an ism around this. We're all one connection away from changing our entire career trajectory. And if you don't put yourself out there, you're not going to make that connection. You're not going to learn from folks. Does that resonate with you?
That absolutely resonates with me. And I should probably tell you one day how I found my job, which was literally one connection away from, how I walked into this role. But it is. And at the end of the day, when I talk to people offering digital health solutions and they're trying to sell our company on this, I will understand the concept. And the first thing I do is pick up the phone, talk to a couple of doctors. They can judge better and say, if you had this tool in your toolkit, how would you use it? Would it allow you to take better care of patients? Would it allow a patient potentially in a big metropolitan area to 2 or 3 times do a check-in on a pregnancy from home instead of, having to go and, go towards our facilities? Sometimes they have to, but we're just trying to create more opportunities to take care of the patients and do it better than our competitors at the end of the day. That's how we run business.
Something else you said, Eduard, we could spend a lot of time on this, but the great James Dallas, award-winning CIO, he retired as a COO at Medtronic. He's now on multiple boards, and one of them being Centene, a Fortune 25 company in your hometown. And he recently shared with a group of CIOs, nothing gets the board's attention like a customer story. And that's your point about get out in the field, be with your customer.
Absolutely. And I have said at my current company, but also my previous company with the executive team, even before I had a seat at the executive team, and we would be debating how we're going to do something. And I would say, look, let me tell it this way. When I was in the field last week and I talked to 4 of our physicians and a number of our patients, everybody's quiet. And at that point, experience doesn't matter. I had most recently been in the field, talked to the real people being affected. So even before I had that C title, before I was on the executive team, I was able to tell them the story because I had real evidence, while others spend most of the time in conference rooms, whether virtual or not. So go out there. And honestly, also, it's a lot of fun because sometimes our job is hard. Let's just be honest. And every time I see patients, I get excited. When I worked in veterinary diagnostics, sometimes we had a hard week, and on Friday afternoon, I'd walk into a vet clinic and I'd see the dogs we took care of and the cats, and I'm like, you know what? They bring joy. That's why I do what I do.
Hey there, I'm Ryan Becker, and I'm on the production team for the Inspiring IT Leaders video series. If you like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up to help us grow, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Also, be sure to check out the Tech Whisperers podcast, where we take a peek inside the playbooks of the best digital leaders so that we can help you grow your career in tech leadership. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.